My microphone is working. There we go. Oops. Oh my goodness. Apparently everybody's hungry and Twitch is Twitch needs an intervention. So I don't think there's anything that could, like, every other streaming platform is also just as ad heavy. So it'd be like group therapy maybe. Oh my goodness. So I have I don't know, today I don't know if it's like because it's 20 degrees and not 3 degrees and my house is a little warmer. I just feel a little bit more relaxed today. I got some crafts out of my system. I got some crafts all finished. Like I got my Aurora Borealis coasters are now sitting on the they're sitting under a bunch of heavy books because I put cork backing on the backs of all of my coasters because having a nice cork back really enhances the level of coaster, and the stuff that I get with the kit just doesn't cut it. It does not meet my standards. So I up the game on my coasters. I am so proud of this. I don't know. I made a couple of things yesterday. I made on the dark maroon, dark red fabric. I made a beautiful fox that I'm still torn. I've had several people go, I want that fox. And I honestly, I love how that fox came out. Can I replicate it? Yes, I still have some of the fabric left and I have enough of the colors left. I can replicate that fox, and I might. That fox might be a special print. For those of you who missed my fox, he's not ironed yet, so please forgive that we haven't gotten that far on the craft train yet. But this is the fox that I made yesterday. It is in the colors of the trans flag. It is, for me, like, it was just a kind of a spur of the moment. I've been wanting to do my Helix projects through my stencil art, and honestly, I have no regrets. But this was the other one I did. It's very pretty. It is. It's just after the fox, it's just kind of like, eh. But I am I'm trying to, because it's not silk screening. These pieces of art aren't sealed. I mean, I can seal them, but they're really designed if you need to wash them to just take like a damp cloth and wipe them down kind of deal. It's amazing, and in person the colors blend. Just I love it. Like I'm in love with my fox. But I've been trying to blend and work with colors in my stencil art. I'm not giving up on my Ada cloth. I still do custom Ada cloth. And I just, at least for the products I make, they're not the stream, I should say. Like the stream is my passion. The cross stitch is my absolute first and largest love. But I do like other crafts, and that's why when I go to craft fairs, they want you to tell them what you do. And I try real hard. So I'm like, yeah, I have diamond dot ornaments, or if you want to get real fancy with diamond dots and you want to confuse people, they are flat-backed resin gems. is what they are called. That is their technical name. They are flat-backed resin gems. And they can be used for bedazzling too. For those of you who are old enough to remember bedazzling, those are the gems that you use. But I give them like the base outline. I do upcycled stencil art, I do the diamond dot ornaments, and I do ADHD powered crafts. Oh my goodness. I mean, and I do, like, I have my little knit kittens that I toss out there, and I have miscellaneous knit things that I put out there, but I don't market those heavy because I don't make enough of them. The knit things are probably more to be donated kind of thing. Hey, we had enough chat for my bots to kick in. I need to go through and revamp the behind the scenes on the stream. It is well played, well timed. I did not plan that. But I'm on week 12 of my 20-week course. Well, 19 weeks. I'm on week 12. I'm feeling great. I have administrative work left to do this week on it. I'm good to go. I'm gonna work on my website this weekend, that kind of deal. Like, I'm feeling really good about it, at least for this week. Next week, totally different story. Totally different story next week. But I'm cruising. And I appreciate all of the help that you guys have given me in order to, you know what? You asked for it to be glittered. Don't you give me that. But I will remember next time I send out glittered cloth to put it in a Ziploc bag. I didn't think about that, so that's my bad. I should have put it in a baggie. Oh, so last night I get a message from one of my childhood friends, and she's like, so I showed your white buffalo woman to my boyfriend, and he's a Ojibwe, and he wants to know if you want to do an art trade, for white buffalo woman, and he can give you, and he can make you a fan. Now, these fans are gorgeous. I'll post later in Discord. I will post some of the pictures that this artisan has made. Phenomenal. And I was talking to him, like, are those eagle feathers? I can't own eagle feathers, and I'm not sure if it's actual law or not, but I was told when I was little, and I haven't had the spoons to research this, that if you are not native or not associated with a tribe, you cannot own eagle feathers legally. Now, this could be a complete myth that my mother told me, but I don't want to risk it. And he does make fans from hawk feathers, but these are the ceremonial fans. They are beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. But the caveat is they are not white buffalo woman beautiful. So I told my friend, I'm like, look, yay, thank you, planet, poet. I don't know, my brain. So I told my friend, I'm like, look, these are beautiful. I would love these, but even a starting off reasonable price for Buffalo Woman, and I know her pictures don't show appropriately how big she is. So she is off the rack right now. I am about 2 feet across at my shoulders. 2, maybe 3. Oh my goodness! Ah! Ugh. This is Buffalo Woman. This is the center of Buffalo Woman. Look, I'm her head. This is Buffalo Woman. So I was like, yeah, you realize she's 2 feet across and 3 feet tall, and and I told her, I'm like, because my friend, she's been my friend forever, and I love to cross stitch truly for the art of cross stitching. Absolutely. Like, hands down. And, but I do have to take in consideration the amount of time and effort and the purpose of all of this. Because by the time I've gotten, by the time she's done, the money in entertainment has fulfilled itself. Not many things can last you 5 years and only cost $150. But I had a I was telling her, I'm like, look, just to be transparent, the baseline most reasonable price, and this is just like a penny a stitch kind of thing, would be $2,000. And that's just paying for a penny a stitch. That's a penny a stitch. $2,000 is baseline. And I was being very honest. If someone were to be like baseline, she would be about $2,000. Just starting off the bat. For strangers, I'd be going close to 5 or 6. She does have a price, like, yes, yeah, and that's the thing is for a friend of her caliber, the time is moot. Like that doesn't even matter. It's kind of like with Rainbow Infinity here. I'm loving it. Time is moot. And the fact that so close. Though the Ojibwe is a plains tribe, so I would feel a little okay with it. But yes, I've been working on her. We're going on 5 years. I hope I don't hit the 5-year mark. I'm aiming for 4.5. But so I offered an alternative. I have 2 smaller projects that would take about a year to do. That are both native themed. One is a woman with cougars, and one is a young warrior on the back of his horse, holding his hands up to the sky as a hawk flies over. Both very beautiful, both very respective. I would be more willing to, and I was like, I'd be more willing to do an art trade for these, but mind you, these will take a year. Because that's why I don't sell cross stitch. If I were to sell something like Rainbow Infinity, it would be close to $600 to $700. And that's what I thought. Yeah, and that's what I thought is and I was very clear. I'm like, I can't. I'm only 2%, and I have suspicions of where they come from. I am not recognized by a tribe, and that is kind of why I feel sketch about Buffalo Woman. I love her. I respect who she is and who she represents, and that's part of the reason why, after I'm done going my precious for a few years, I do legitimately want to find a Lakota tribe who she is the representative goddess of, to donate to, for them to do with as they wish. That is my ultimate goal. But not to say if someone came over and offered me $150,000 just to give her up, I'm sorry, I have bills to pay. Yeah, well, it is, and I lost my spot. Where did I go? Okay. I'm more than touched, like, how much you guys have been around to support me in all of my craziness. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Okay. What am I doing? But if someone offers me $150 for Buffalo Woman, I'll just make another one. I'll spend another 5 years. I'm just saying, I have the pattern. I can do it again. That's also another thing I love about digital patterns. I can hit clear all. I got a knot in my string. I got so excited I got a knot in my string. Apparently the knot came out. Yes, I've also this week just been sitting in awe and being so happy, like that I found you guys and that I was able to. I've come so far. And everybody here's come far too. Like it's been a journey. We've all walked this path, and we've all, even though like some of us have decided to take like the parkour route, we've all come together. We've all realized that, hey, we're allowed to do our fun thing in our time. Yes. And uh oh my goodness, she is like in person. She is just gorgeous. Like she's. I can't wait to see her all like cleaned and washed and everything, because she's dusty. She's very dusty because my house is dusty. I'm sorry, everything is dusty here. Don't come to my house without meds if you have a dust allergy. I've been trying so hard to get rid of the dust, and it only comes back. So, all of my stitches are dusty, and I do wash them to the best of my ability. And I try to make sure that they go to their new homes relatively dust-free. And it's become like I know that Dragon and Mama do chores while I'm on. It's fun. I just feel awkward like when I get more focused and I stop talking. I'm like, what are they watching? They're just listening to Squirrel Dad's radio station essentially, as I therapeutically stab things. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay. I am coming in on the close of what I will be working on this color on stream, because the remaining bits I actually have to take off frame. Oh, yes. Um so we've determined that Dragon hatched cats. How? I don't know, but Dragon hatched cats. Dragon cats. Scaly kitties. Scaly kitties with that can breathe fire. Um so uh fire breathing cats. uh, uh, I have this great image of like uh, an orange tabby cat with like instead of the white stripes, like black scales, and just like little pointy back dragon horns, and breathing fire with like the little wings, like the little sprite demon wings. So I'll keep everybody updated about tomorrow. I am getting my car inspected. In theory, if everything is okay, I should be home in time to stream. But if not, well, that's a whole nother conversation. But I should be streaming tomorrow, and it should be Buffalo Woman. See, and now that we know this, I would have that sub be like, oh, can you get it for me? Like that kind of thing. See if you can reverse psychology. I don't know. Kids are smart. Anyone who thinks kids aren't smart obviously has never encountered a kid. Especially not a spicy kid. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going with this? Okay, up here. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I remember when Rock was young. Me and Susie had so much fun. Skipping stones and holding hands. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I was sharing stories with some of my coworkers. Oh, that's not where I want to go. About how it was very hard to ground me growing up because like I didn't I didn't have a TV in my room until I was tail end of high school, uh, college age, um, and and I think that's mostly because my parents felt bad that my sister kept getting grounded from the TV, um, not knowing that I was too smart for them. So they got a box that they used to put over the converter because I'm old and my parents had a switch that normally that you'd use to switch over to your video games. I know, I know, I know. But they got a switch so that and when they grounded my sister, they would switch it so it was on the static where video game and they'd take the system away and they would lock it in the off position and I I knew how to I never unlocked the box. I never picked the lock. Not that I couldn't have, but I never picked the lock. Too much damage. What I did do is same way I can break into cars, is I went around the seal and it had vents and I know how to use tools. So I would use a skewer and a flexi skewer and I would weasel down and I would apply pressure to the switch and I would turn on the TV. Never around my sister. Like she never saw me do it because if you're gonna get in trouble, don't have witnesses. All my sister knew is the TV was unlocked and my parents kept thinking that they forgot to lock it. But I'm a problem solver. uh, I can make it into a marketable skill. Breaking and entering, I'm a problem solver. Tenacious too. And eventually I did tell my parents how I unlocked the TV because I graduated high school and my sister was still getting grounded from the TV. I'm like, just so you know, this is how you can unlock this without ever unlocking it. So because by that time my sister had become keen on how to do it, so they just started taking the cords with them. Because again, my parents didn't upgrade into to a TV with like HDMI capabilities until I think like 5 years ago. Like, they still had a brick of a TV, like my chat TV here, which is it's a sharp, and it's about this thick on its thickest parts. It's not the little razor thin one that I have OBS on. It's a chunky TV. And my parents had one of the full C-tube TVs up until about 5 years ago. Oh yeah, chopsticks, credit cards. Oh yeah, the wire coat hanger. Anyone who needs the tool, wire coat hanger. Keep it at full length. Maybe just cut off one end where the curly cues are, where it wraps around. But full length wire coat hanger. It can get you up under doors because it's flat. You can go up under doors and pull down on handle doorknobs. That's why you don't use those doorknobs, is because you can get up and yoink down. You can go through the seal of a car. You go through, like, and these are ways that it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. You can make the end you cut off, make sure it's sharp. You can puncture through the rubber seal of a car door and then twist it so you can hit the button to unlock the car. But I know I'm raw. I am sweet and innocent and losing this argument. Oh. Oh yeah. Or belts in general. Like a leather belt can be a handy dandy tool. B&E class. Just make sure you wear gloves and you keep all your hair and all your bodily fluids to yourself. And to my defense, I don't ever use any of those skills with malice. I legitimately have never utilized any of that in any way to harm or do anything illegal. I honestly, I had to know them in order to survive, but at the same time, I never utilized malice along with what I was doing. Yes, and MacGyver would be proud. You should see what I've done to fix my house. Like, I use all the proper like items to fix the house, but to get to the point where I can fix it, I have used some very interesting skills. Okay, so we're gonna end this direction because we're gonna go up here and we're gonna work our way down. You can see my unmanicured nails that like to break. Every time I try to like do nice things, that's the best response. Like, I paint my nails, I could not touch a thing for 3 hours. The moment I touch something, I chip the nail polish. Okay, well, have fun getting the dragon kitty. Okay, we're up here. So we are down to 196 stitches. This clump that I'm working on right here is the last clump that will be worked on stream. The remainder of the color will probably not even be done until the very, very end, just because I do have to take it off frame. It's the very tip top, and I don't have the desire to take this off the frame and and do those like 20 some odd stitches. So, also coming in April, Hogwarts will be taking over. It will be like a Saturday, and every other Saturday kind of thing. Hogwarts will be coming to the Raw Creature stream. I have the space, even though it's covered in other crafts right now. I have the space. I have the camera set up. It will be happening. One and two the block. I don't even know what color. Like we're getting down to the colors where it's. I'm gonna start hitting zeros almost every stream. We're getting down to the 1 and 200s. Like this was one of the last big colors, and we have one more big color that I'm not gonna immediately do the next big color. I'd like to have some fun with some other colors first. Even though they're all over the place. But we only have one more really big color. Let me see. Yeah, there's the last biggest color is only 1,200 stitches. So it's not nearly as big as the color we just got done. But after that, the next largest number is 680. So it is, we are coming in on the close. Which I'm excited for. Like, I am absolutely excited for all of this. So I have birds outside, and like I was telling Squirrel Dad on his stream one time is when he has birds in the background of his music, they are very similar to like the sparrows and the cardinals and the chickadees that I have outside my window. And I've recently been having bird turf wars, so they have been very vocal in expressing themselves. Um, so when I hear birds in the background in the music, I'm like, okay, what are they fighting about now? And then I realize it's in the music, and I'm like, oh, okay. Cheeseburger. Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, they have different calls. You know, the seesaw is actually a chickadee. Oh, and again, I haven't gotten to fixing the interface, so if you redeem anything, please someone just toss in chat. I haven't. I'm a bad streamer. I haven't popped in any of the redeems so that I can see them. It used to show up in chat, and now it doesn't, and it makes me upset. I need to revamp the points and update them to more of what I do. I just haven't. So I have four cardinals. I have two boys and two ladies. And I think I might have another set, but these these two pairs, um, cardinals are very very loud. They go beep beep beep, and they are very stern about their beeping when you don't have food. Um, yeah, yeah. Woo! I shower tonight. Tonight is my shower night. I mean, I could shower before work, but I'm kind of enjoying, like, I don't feel like I'm enjoying the moment. I don't feel behind right now. I'm enjoying that feeling. I do not feel overwhelmed. I do not feel anxious. I am I'm not like on top of the world and feeling like almighty and powerful, but I am enjoying that I feel at even. Like I'm not behind. Oh yeah. Well, Blue Jays screech. I have a I love Blue Jays. I love their colors. I love Blue Jays. And I love crows too, but they're too big for my feeders, so they don't generally come around. Um, but a blue jay actually came to my house and knocked a hornet's nest that I couldn't reach down. And then he proceeded to eat the hornets. So I'm like, you're welcome here anytime. Anytime you want to come eat a hornet's nest, you do you, Blue. So yeah, yeah, it is. You're like, what the fuck? What is that? And then you just see this medium size. Because I mean, they're not small, but they're not crows. I do like the jays are actually very smart. Um, they're not corvid smart, but the jays are a very intelligent bird. I want to make friends with the crows though, because Bangor has a murder of 5,000. I want to make friends with these crows, and I have they know that I'm friendly, because they come to the house. Yeah, the crows do come to the house, and I do feed them when I can. Um, so they know I'm friendly, because I've helped a couple of them before and whatnot. So, but I would love to have 5,000 birds like me, especially 5,000 smart birds. And this is how you know I'm spicy. 5,000 people? 5,000 crows? You bet your buttons I want every last one of those crows to like me. I mean, so anyone who thinks chickadees are dainty, shy little birds, they're not. Chickadees are very bold. They know what they want. Um, I have had chickadees, because they know that even though I have mirrored windows, so I can look at the cardinals, because cardinals are very skittish. So I tinted my windows so I could look at the uh, so that I can look at the cardinals when they're out there, because before they would see us coming towards them and they would think we were outside, so they'd fly away. But now with the mirrored windows, they can't see us during the day, so I get to watch the birds. But the chickadees will perch at the middle of the window and tap on the glass when I've run out of food. They are sassy little burbs. They got sass. They're like they're like the sisters from the Bronx, sassy. I'm sorry if I have any viewers who are sisters from the Bronx. Mad respect. Sassy like a chickadee. One and two. Then there are the tufted titmice, tufted titmouse. They're super cute. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Yeah, they're the burbs are sassy. They're sassy burbs. when I when I have stuff for the crows, um, it goes down over, like I live on a cliff face. Um, oh yeah, oh yeah, um, and I throw it over the cliff face and make it look like an accident kind of thing. I mean, I think they know, because it's in the same general area. And I always talk sweet to them when they're out. Like when I'm outside and they're outside and I see a crow, I'm like, "Hey, pretty bird, look at you being all pretty and smart." And like I give the bird an ego boost. Um, I have three bird feeders, and I gotta this spring I gotta empty them out and drill holes in the bottom because they're all metal, and there's been a lot of rain, and they don't drain properly. So it's been raining, and then they freeze. So the birds are like, this is supposed to be easy food, but I have the suet out there and the oh, I can't even think of what they are. Uh, they're not woodpeckers. I do have a couple of woodpecker sets. Um, but they are black, white, and gray. So they have the black line down their sides. They have the gray cap and then a white stripe down, and they move around like woodpeckers. Um, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that's fantastic! I am so jealous. So jealous. We had one. We had one that had a broken wing that was hobbling around the neighborhood, and I always made sure, because it wouldn't let me near it, but I always made sure that it had food. And I made sure it was a pro appropriate food. It wasn't super processed food. It was pro appropriate food. Um, and and it had friends. I watched its friends. Um, um, but I made sure it had food, and I know I'm hoping that it found someone who could help it and rehab it, but I, I I'm pretty sure I'll see the crow in the spring again, because I do make sure, and it's a big murder, so they I would love to have, I would love to have that. It's the little things in life that make me happy. Oh nope, I didn't mean to do that just yet. Oh well. And I tried to make sure that they had they had all the stuff. Though though I did see that Australian magpies. I think I would like to also I also think having some Australian magpies would be fantastic. They're corvids too. So it's the same family. They just are are a much bigger bird. Uh I enjoy I enjoy watching the ravens on TikTok. Um oh yeah, it's kind of like how humans forget that they're actually animals. Um because we have I would like to have a Canadian goose too, but they're cobra chickens. Two, Up here, it's we have the barn swallows here, um, or bluebirds. Oh, they're very aggressive. I would I would I would I would I would question the smart. Um, it's the I don't know. And honestly, I think accepting the primalness that, like, I'm not talking let's go out and be unkind and inhumane. I don't know, but smart. I love the quotes because that's the best way to describe it. We are intelligent in certain areas, and it's because we're so squishy that we have to be. We are the squishiest predator. For for our class, we are the squishiest predator. Okay. Do, do. Ugh. One one skip one four. We are very close to being done this particular section slash color. So super excited. Super excited. And again, still don't know what color I'm gonna move on to next, but it'll happen. Four. Woohoo! Have a good nap. Let's skip two and one. I feel that. I feel that. I have after I'm done I have one piece of fabric that I'm gonna unwrap and see how it came out because it was a short term. It was a short term piece. So I don't know. I've gotten some stuff cleaned and organized, so I'm actually really pleased with my cleaning and organizational skills, at least for right now. By no stretch of the imagination is this room as clean as I want it to be, but I am definitely. So I am also tomorrow afternoon. I'm expecting a big phone call. I set up an appointment with a recruiter for oh my goodness. I want to see pictures because I love the variegated colors. But Yeah, I have a recruit. I have a interaction with a recruiter tomorrow. So maybe start picking up some gigs or something, because he's based in Maine, which is, it just floors me. Um, um, yeah, it would be super cool if I could get a Maine-based job, but I'm not fussy. Okay. But I'm if I could get like just either if like a part time, just to ease my way in and get some experience, I would not say no to having a part time contract, because I don't want to do contract work if I'm going into the wide world of sports. I'm getting a full time job with benefits and everything like that. But if I'm just starting out and I don't have the security of full time yet, while I still have my other job, I will pick up part time gig work to broad base my portfolio. Um, I was telling my boss yesterday. I'm like, if they would only just do this, and we had a big conversation about how they would rather nickel and dime than just do quality work. And it really was frustrating, and my boss is frustrated about it, and I feel her pain, and I'm gonna feel really bad when I eventually give my notice, because I didn't mind coming in at entry level. I didn't mind showing my work ethic. I didn't mind doing the hard things. But I was promised something else, and it has been a year, and no advancement on that promise. So as soon as I can, as soon as I have an offer that I like, I will be moving over to that field. And it sounds cold and awful, but the more I look at it, is the more that it's just what we're living in right now. It's not that I don't want to be loyal to a job, to a company for 40 years, but the company's not loyal to me. So one too many halves. It's the power hour where we get all of the work done. Where I question what the dogs are doing downstairs because I can hear them through the vent. Okay. Says I've only done 45 stitches. I haven't hit the check mark yet. So I looked over, I'm like, I've done way more than 45 stitches. But I'm waiting to get done the chunk of color before because it's just a few, it's getting narrower and it's going down here. So this color will be finito here soon. At least finito for the amount that you guys will be seeing it. Just remember, when Rainbow Infinity gets done, Captain Penis goes on the racks on a regular basis. I see him, he's right over there. And now that Twitch has fixed their rules about nudity, it makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Not that we would be. Not that we're going to be able to be at that point anytime soon, but. You know, I am too. I had to be realistic in how many projects I could handle on stream at any given time. And the Heaven and Earth, they're big. Like I just showed you Buffalo Woman. Just showed being like an hour ago. But they're big. They're very unwieldy. It's not like I can just pick like I had to alter the desk to be able to fit this dude on. Like let's be fair, I enjoyed altering the desk, but yeah, he is not a dainty project. He is not for the light of heart. Faint of heart. But I've just determined that Heaven and Earth just wants me to live forever because I have so many gorgeous projects. I have a full-size one from Carla Caro called Lady of the Forest, which will be the next one I do for me. It is a white dragon with black highlights running through the forest with cardinals. Um, and Carla Caro is an amazing artist. If you've not seen her art, I suggest, like, I saw her art, and I immediately emailed her and I'm like, can I make your art into cross stitch? And she's like, I already am licensed with someone, and that someone turned out to be Heaven and Earth Designs, and I was like, girl, you're an amazing artist. Thank you for telling me where you're licensed so I can buy your stuff. And she was super cool. But yeah, I when I do things, I try to do them properly. Let's see, 3 out. That explains a little bit. I was like, wait a second, this doesn't seem right. I'm getting ahead of myself with the highlighting here. I'm so excited. Doing me no favors, though. I'm down to the last 5 rows on this color. Woohoo! find my button. Yeah, Jules is lurking. Don't you worry, she's hiding out. And husband creature's back home. I have so many questions. First of which being, why are you home? Please hold. Well, He'll come explain things. What'd you forget this time? What'd you forget this time? Dragon says hi. So does PBD. Dan says hi too. I have a vent like right there. Someone's using text, voice to text. Earthing? No, you gotta say it with an accent. Earthing. I'm a bad person. For me, like, and this is just my computer, Windows 11, is what caused. Remember when I kept crashing and I kept having to reset? Every time it was about a month after I put in Windows 11. So that's why I don't have Windows 11 on my machine, and I'll keep saying no because I can't. What's up? No. I do not know where it went, no. Okie doke. Weird. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like I had a couple of days where I just couldn't do anything at all. The last update, it wouldn't install, it wouldn't restall. Oh, yeah, I got tired of having to reinstall everything because I had to wipe my computer back to factory. I was like, no, I'm done with this. Like, I can't cry anymore. Okay. So, 3756 is all done for you guys. I still have 78 stitches that I have to take off and do at some other point. So I'm gonna move that over to solo. I gotta find some stuff and stuff. 3756. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna mark it off the big one. Oh. See, I told you Jules was here. Okay, we're gonna do it in numerical order. We're gonna zoom out a little bit so I can see what I want to do. Yeah, that's too pixelated for what I want to do right now. I'm just going down through the colors just to see what is out there and what I have. Actually, that one's not a bad one. Okay, so that's a blocky one. I'm gonna put a line next to that. See if there's anything else that appeals to me a little bit more. I love you. 906 is even a nice gold color that I'll think about. Okay. That one actually might be the win. 3, 3, 4, 8. Nope. I think I'm gonna do 9. I'm gonna do 906. 906 is the color I'm gonna do. Let's see if I can pull it out here. Okay, so 906. It is a very green color. Says I only have 250 stitches, and I'm hoping what I have on my bobbin is enough. If not, well, I have other places. I have string. Have string will travel. Okay. Okay, we're gonna zoom in. Since this is such a vibrant green color, which I absolutely adore. Okay, so we get to move the camera up to here. We're gonna go to the green area. Woo woo. Okay, so. Whew, okay. Oh, I have such dramatic dogs. Okay. Since this is such a weird little, the piece of string that I have is just like super short, so I'm gonna do the jumpy colors with it, or the jumpy stitches, not the jumpy colors, because it's all one color. Wow. Let's do a zoom. Let's do a zoomy zoom in. I'm gonna select that. Okay, so we got the two dark ones here. So we will be starting to run into connective colors. We're going to be running into the colors that bring everything together. Some of them are pixelated all over the place, and I didn't want to deal with that today, and that's why we're doing this particular color because while it is at least this little bit is all over the place. Two singles down. And I don't I don't know if in his condition he should be driving. But like that's kind of scary. Like if she's insinuating he should be driving when he needs level 2 care, no. Return of the whatever it is in my throat. Okay. Okay. Just as long as we got that straightened out. I doing me a concern there, Jules. Doing me a concern. Yeah, that's just not cool. Like, that's why I make a point to thank everybody for the gift of their time, because you guys don't have to stay here. I'm not like chaining you to the wall. Like, I appreciate every moment that you spend chit-chatting with me. So, don't ever feel obligated. Where's my brain? Okay. Let's see. This is one of those wonky places. There we go. I would give it back, and then when he's like, "Oh," you could be like, "No, no." "Oh, you can use my car." "No, no." And go all Consuela on him. outlier stuff done on this one little piece. But I am gonna, before I end it, put a little mark right there. That's what ignore is for. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are not obligated to give your time to anybody. And I know this sounds cold. You are not obligated to give your time to your spouse. You're not obligated to give your time to your parents. You're not obligated to give your time. I hem and haw about this one. You're not obligated to devote your entire soul to your child. You need to make sure that they're safe. But that was kind of like a choice thing. But your family members, you're not obligated to give them your time. They can freak the fuck out. That's their choice. And I had to learn that lesson the hard way because my family members like to freak the fuck out. And I went, you made a choice. I responded to your choice. So I want no one to feel guilty about not wanting to give their time. Time is the most valuable currency. If you are giving your time, you are giving someone your life force. You are giving them your existence. That is a big deal. So, let no one, with the exception of your kids, and I have mixed feelings on that one. But I think that comes more from my personal trauma than actual. Yeah. So it's a simple word, but it is the hardest word to enforce. No. Practice it with me. No. Jules, if you need, I will tell people. I'll call them up. I'll go, Jules says no. And I'll deal with the fallout. No. It'd be like, I will gladly deal with the fallout. If it gives you peace of mind, I will tell people no and I will take the screaming. In whatever language they choose to do it. Because your time is important to me. You deserve to be spending your time, and this is everybody who's watching this. This is a everybody is included. Your time is important. So, because you can't give it back, you don't get a refund, and nobody knows how much they have. So, make sure that when you spend your time, you don't have buyer's remorse. And I will gladly spend my time being mean to people who are not respecting my friend's time. That's why I would love to open a store that encourages volunteering, and they could buy stuff with time. I would laugh so hard. I would but it would be because, again, stop and think about it. That's where everybody is struggling, is monetizing time. I mean, there's a point where, you'll be like, I can do that for this amount, that kind of thing. But in the end, it's the reason you're accepting that task is because you feel that the return is enough for your time. Most of us don't get that return. We just need to because life sucks. Holy crap. Dude, that's just not cool. Like, so many levels of not cool. I'm going to get I think I have an international calling plan. I think I'm going to start calling people and going, listen here. start blocking my number. Your family will be like, why? Why are we getting the... Have you been getting these strange phone calls? Listen here, you insolent fuck. The person you are trying to reach says no. So I gotta say, how this color is working is weird. So, because it's a feather and it has the ridges. You missed that I have started a service where I will call people and tell them no on your behalf. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil. If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Yay! We have a finish! We have a finish! Let's see if I can find the button. Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat with you. TBD. As I said no to my family. Wonder how they're doing. I get updates every once in a while, but meh. And that's where I have to be careful. Is I made the choice to go very low contact with my family. It's not that I don't talk to them. I'm just very low contact. So unless somebody's bleeding or on fire, I don't care. And it's not that I don't want them to, like, I don't need them to, like, be in harm's way or anything like that. I want them to live their best, happiest lives. Like, hands down, I want them to be their best selves, but I don't want to be involved in it. They proved years ago that I didn't need to be involved in it. And when I did make the attempt to be involved, they made it very clear that I wasn't wanted. So, okay. Oh my goodness. Ugh, this is why crotch goblins are awful. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Just a little. Not a ton sorry, but just sorry enough. it, and that's yeah, that's another thing is as I'm very good at dodging the petri dish special because it happens at work, it happens in existence. I Part of the reason I think my calling, like that's why I keep going back to healthcare, is while I'm a hot mess, I'm a hot steaming mess. Is I don't catch a whole lot of outside things. I am a self-contained mess. I think I think with my departure and with my reasoning, they had to stop and take a long hard look at their treatment of others, and they did. And some of them have reached out and we have reconnected. Um, are we best buddies? No, no, we're not. But I am more open to having a conversation with them than with others. I think we've hit 75%. I think today we'll be over 75%, which makes me happy. I do have to hit the check mark though to see where I'm at for stitch count. La, la, la. And families aren't blood. Families are not blood. Families are who are there for you through it all. And And it doesn't always have to be in a major capacity. I'm not always there I'm not always there at like full bore, in situations where I know that the person I am trying to help got into the situation of their own accord. Now, I am available for support, but sometimes it's a be around to just kind of guide as opposed to, oh hey, I have a flat, can you come get me? Like if someone calls me up, hey Sarah, I have a flat, can you come get me? Chances are I will be like, yeah, sure, as long as I'm not doing anything. Sometimes I just can't. But if someone's like, oh hey, yeah, I spent my last $20 at the casino and I'm late on my rent. That's something of your own accord. Now, I might consider it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'd be like, you kind of did this to yourself. Holy crap. So yeah, I did not turn off my do not disturb on my phone today, and holy shiitake mushrooms. Um, and if you send me messages, I have seen them. I will respond accordingly. there's I wanna get this done. I do like this color. This is a very rich color. Okay, I will. If I can get the right spot. Oh, that's not even the right spot. Look at me go. Look at me go. Okay. Now we have the right spot. I really do like the view that I'm able to provide on this particular project because, yeah, it's just cool. So, my next big knit project is going to be for me. Um, it is a dual colored a leaf scarf. Um, or wings, depending on how. The title says it's falling leaves. It looks like wings because it has a dark color as like the base of the scarf, but in between every blade is a color. So it goes the dark color, then a blade of color, then the dark color, then a blade of color. So that is my next knit project for me. I don't know if I gotta look through my colors because I have a fuck ton of yarn. So I gotta look through my colors. That yarn was really cool. Like the picture you showed yesterday, very cool. Very cool. Whew. Well, it is getting to that time, my good friends, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that it is getting to that time because my sugar is starting to go down. Now, it's 96 right now, but I need to eat lunch. So, as soon as I'm done this little section here, and funny enough, I might actually get done this little section here because it's 6 lines. Yes, yes. I did. I took my meds, and I have laundry that I gotta switch over. Today is the fluffy stuff day because it's been so cold. So we've just been piling on the fluffy stuff. So today, since it's in the 20s and the house is relatively warm, we are. Well, I am, because husband creature came home and then left again, so I'm very confused. But yeah, so I'm washing his blanket, my blanket, all the blankets, my unicorn blanket, even though I have 2 unicorn blankets. So in theory, if I were cold, I could still wear my unicorn blanket. Ew. 3, 4, and then there's this weird jump out. This color. I keep waiting and hoping that the text message that my new glasses are ready will appear, because I could very easily jump into normal people clothes and run and get my new glasses. Oh geez, if it were in the 40s, I wouldn't have to run the wood stove at all. Or even just barely. Let's see. Okay, so we got that all done, and we got that all done. Ah, okay, let me see if I can secure this so it doesn't twisty turn as soon as I let it go. We've done 222 stitches today, so nice even number there. Wow! Woohoo! Okay, so I'm super pleased. Super pleased. So we are up to 75.24%. We have 6,391 stitches left to go, so 6,400 stitches. Oh, it's coming in. It's coming in to finish. It is about the size of the little like presents I send out. So super pleased with that. So I'm gonna stitch for a little bit longer because I do have that. See if I can get that 0.1 and make it 75.25, because that would be fantastic. Let's see. gap of one there, and then one over. But yeah, after this, I'm gonna work on the website revamp, work on that little toasty bit of project that I got going on. I'm gonna find out how many stitches it takes for 0.1%. No, I don't suspect it's too much. And funny enough, that this area that I'm working on is literally the tail end of an entire section, but the how many stitches was it? The 7 stitches I did was enough to bring it up to 75.27. So hit the goal. And it's a relatively 19,430 stitches that we've completed. So, oh, it's coming into a close. It's coming into a close. But I will leave it at that. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Tomorrow, if I'm on, I'm on. If I'm not, don't worry. I just have to repair my car. I should be on. I should be. But it's all dependent on my car. But everybody have a fantastic day. I will see everybody later. And stay out of trouble. That's my best advice I got for you guys today. Stay out of trouble. And I'll talk to you later.